Hello, I'm Mima, and I'm a grandma and a mom, and I want to read a book for you today. And this book is very special because when I picked it out at the library, I was standing in the library in the children's section, of course, and I'm reading this book, and I realized that I was about to get a tear in my eyes, and it was making me feel something, which makes it a very good book, in my opinion. So this book made me have really good feelings and very special feelings, and I hope that you can feel the same. So try to pay close attention. I'm going to try to show you every picture, okay? I hope you like it. It's called Little Bird. And there's some artwork and there's a lot of pictures. I think I'm going to have to describe the pictures because there really are no words. So here we have a road. See the road in the rolling hills? So the hills are not green, so what do we think? That it's probably not summertime, right? But anyway, here comes a truck on the rolling hills. And the truck's just rolling along down the rolling hills. And it gets closer. And then it comes to the edge. And right here on the bottom, there are some words, and it says, "Some days are different." And the man gets out of his truck, and he walks around to the back. And he opens the back of the truck, and a bird flies out. Look at that big bird. So that bird flies right out. And then, look at all these beautiful birds. They're flying out of that truck. There were a lot, huh? Look, they were just flying and flying and flying away. They flew away from the truck. And he's looking up. And I don't know what he's thinking, but look, he's looking up at the birds leaving. And there they go. And this page says, "One could almost believe that one day is just like another." So he goes back to the truck, and he's going to close the door. And he looks inside the truck, and he sees a pair of eyes in the dark truck. What? And then he looks down, and it says, "Nothing much." Just a small thing. So he tells the bird, "Go ahead, go. Go ahead, fly away, be free. Go ahead and fly." And the bird's not moving. So the man's demonstrating how to fly. He's waving his arms to show the bird. Fly, fly away. Look, this is how you do it. You just flap your wings. And that little bird just stands there, and it says tiny. One tiny little bird. So the man sits down by him. And they just sit there. Most of the time we don't notice these things. They're just sitting. Because little things are not made to be noticed. See, look how vast and how big that area is. And see the truck. And inside is still that tiny little bird. And the man sitting with him. just sitting there. And it's a tiny bird. And the man pulls out a sandwich out of his pocket. Probably got hungry, probably lunchtime, huh? He pulled out a sandwich. And look, he broke it in half and he shared it with the bird. They are there to be discovered, it says. And there they are. They're sitting together, eating their sandwich, their half of their sandwich. Just sitting together, eating a half of sandwich. And then the man points at the sky. And it says, when we take the time to look for them, and then he's trying to show the bird how to fly. Look how funny. And then he falls down. Because he's trying to fly, but he can't fly because he's a man. He's not a bird. So then he falls down on his face. And look what happens. The bird starts to fly. See, he starts over here to fly, and then he flies, and he flies over to the top of the man's head. And it says, the small things appear. Here or there. And there the bird goes, off into the blue sky. And is the man smiling? He's smiling. And there goes his friend the bird, off into the sky. And they wave bye-bye to each other. Bye. And the bird waves bye-bye. And on the bottom here it says tiny. Tiny, but suddenly so present. Because even though he's just a tiny little bird, and you probably wouldn't have noticed him before, you became aware of him because he stayed behind in the truck. And now, when you look at this page, which bird do you see the most? You see the little blackbird, right? So suddenly, he's so present that they seem enormous. And here's the man still watching the birds fly away. And the man gets in his truck and he starts to drive away. He's still getting in his truck, he's driving away. He's backing up. See, he's backing up because he can't go forward because he'll fall off. He's backing up. And then he goes on the road, driving back to wherever he came from. And look who's in the sky, following the truck. It says the small things are treasures. And they are. True treasures. And look, that little blackbird is the leader of all those big, beautiful birds. And they're following the truck of their friend the man. And they are true treasures. And then, look what they did. They took the man with him. Isn't that great? There are no greater treasures than the little things. One is enough to enrich the moment. And they're all flying together. The bigger birds are holding the man. Just one is enough to change the world. that book kind of gets me right here in my heart. And you know how it is when grandmas get, emotional, and mommies sometimes too, and even sometimes dads, then we just kind of, we're about to get a little tear in our eyes. And I thought that was the sweetest little book called Little Bird by Germano Zullo Albertine. Very nice job. Germano, very nice job. Thank you for this book called Little Bird. Now, I want you guys to know that it is the little things that are important too. So don't focus only on the big things, but sometimes pay attention to the small things. And what else should I say? You're reminding me, aren't you? Yes, I love you. I love you so much. Okay, I'll see you next time.